In the 1850s, a daguerreotype captured a young American man playing a guitar. The image reflects both early photographic techniques and the role of music in personal and social life, offering a glimpse into mid-19th century culture and leisure. In 1925, city dwellers enjoyed summer refreshments, seeking relief from the heat of urban life. The scene reflects the daily routines, social habits, and simple pleasures of the era, offering a glimpse into leisure and community experiences in early 20th century cities. In 1890, coal miners worked in Pennsylvania, laboring in harsh and dangerous conditions. The image reflects the industrial landscape of the era, highlighting the resilience, skill, and daily challenges faced by workers who fueled the growth of America's economy. In 1893, street vendors conducted business in bustling urban areas. The scene reflects everyday commerce, the livelihood of working-class entrepreneurs, and the vibrant street life of the era, capturing the energy, resourcefulness, and community interactions of late 19th century cities. In 1892, Ellis Island opened as a gateway for immigrants arriving in the United States. The event marked the beginning of a new chapter in American immigration, reflecting the hopes, challenges, and transformative journeys of countless individuals seeking opportunity and a new life. In 1900, Lon Edwards paid 25 cents for his portrait. The image reflects both the accessibility of early photography and the personal desire to preserve identity and memory, offering a glimpse into daily life and social customs at the turn of the century. In the early 1900s, a father worked with his son in a shoe repair shop in Connecticut. The scene reflects family labor, small-scale craftsmanship, and the daily routines of local businesses that supported communities in early 20th century America. In 1872, Dodge City emerged as a frontier settlement in the American West. The town's streets and buildings reflected the challenges and opportunities of frontier life, serving as a hub for commerce, cattle trade, and the rugged social dynamics of the era. In 1870, Thomas Edison worked in his Newark laboratory. The scene captures the early experiments and inventive spirit of one of history's most prolific inventors, reflecting the curiosity, dedication, and creativity that would later transform technology in daily life worldwide. In November 1939, a family of evicted sharecroppers lived in a temporary camp in Missouri. The scene reflects the economic hardships and displacement faced by rural Americans during the era, highlighting the resilience and struggles of families amid the Great Depression. In 1905, a group gathered in front of the Johnson Auto livery. The scene reflects early automobile culture and local businesses, capturing a moment in which community life, transportation, and the rise of motor vehicles intersected in early 20th century America. Bride and groom were photographed in the 1860s. The image captures a moment of marital celebration during the mid-19th century, reflecting the customs, attire, and social significance of weddings in a period marked by tradition and emerging photographic practices. In 1898, female gold prospectors in Alaska pulled a sled loaded with provisions. The scene reflects the determination and endurance required in the harsh frontier environment, highlighting the often overlooked contributions of women to the Klondike Gold Rush and northern exploration. Between 1890 and 1910, a blacksmith shop operated in Nebraska, serving local communities with essential metalwork. The scene reflects the labor, skill, and daily routines of frontier craftsmanship, illustrating the vital role of trades in sustaining rural life in early America. A lovely Victorian lady is captured playing the guitar. The image reflects leisure, artistic expression, and social customs of the Victorian era, offering a glimpse into the personal and cultural life of women during a period defined by refinement and decorum. In 1927, Berlin experienced the bustle of rush hour, streets filled with pedestrians, vehicles, and trams, reflecting the city's rapid modernization, urban density, and the rhythms of daily life in Weimar-era Germany, capturing a dynamic moment in 20th century metropolitan history. In the 1880s, pioneers traveled in a covered wagon and a carriage, likely in Colorado. The scene reflects the challenges and determination of westward migration, capturing the daily realities, transportation methods, and resilience of settlers navigating the American frontier. In 1880, people gathered in front of stores in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. The scene reflects daily life and commerce in a small town setting, capturing the social interactions, community routines, and the rhythm of business and leisure in late 19th century America. In 1910, a cozy cottage stood as a humble dwelling, reflecting domestic life in the early 20th century. The scene captures the simplicity, warmth, and everyday routines of home, offering a glimpse into the living environments of the era. In 1918, a very stylish woman is captured, showcasing the fashion and elegance of the era. The image reflects contemporary trends, social norms, and personal expression, offering a glimpse into the aesthetics and cultural life of women during the late 1910s. In 1910, a fashionable Edwardian lady is captured, exemplifying the elegance and style of the period. The image reflects contemporary clothing, social customs, and the refinement associated with the Edwardian era, offering a glimpse into the aesthetics and daily life of the upper classes. In the 1850s, a Victorian woman is pictured with roses. The image reflects the era's social customs, fashion, and appreciation for floral symbolism, offering a glimpse into personal aesthetics, refinement, and the cultivated sensibilities of mid-19th century society. In 1921, a Ford Model T descended a hill in San Francisco. The scene reflects the growing presence of automobiles in urban life, highlighting early 20th century transportation, the challenges of hilly streets, and the transformative impact of the motorcar on city living. In the early 1900s, a cottage kitchen served as the heart of domestic life. The scene reflects daily routines, household labor, and family activity, offering a glimpse into the practical, intimate, and essential spaces of early 20th century home life. In the 1860s, a Victorian family is captured together, reflecting the domestic life, attire, and social customs of the era. The image offers a glimpse into family structure, relationships, and the values that shaped mid-19th century household life. On August 13, 1925, an immigrant family gazed at Manhattan from the dock at Ellis Island. The scene captures the anticipation and hope of newcomers, reflecting the challenges, dreams, and transformative journey of families arriving in America during the early 20th century. In 1940, a driver operated a combine threshing oats, reflecting the mechanization of agriculture. The scene highlights the labor, skill, and technological advances that transformed farming practices, illustrating the efficiency and changing routines of rural life in early 20th century America. In 1898, imitating Napoleon was considered hilarious, reflecting the popular humor and cultural references of the era. The image captures playful performance and social amusement, offering a glimpse into entertainment, satire, and the everyday ways people engaged with history and personalities. In 1890, a boy worked in a glass factory, reflecting the labor practices of the era. The scene captures the industrial environment, the challenges faced by young workers, and the role of family and child labor in supporting early American industry. In 1918, a woman used a spinning wheel outside her log cabin. The scene reflects domestic labor, self-sufficiency, and rural life in early 20th century America, offering a glimpse into traditional crafts and the everyday routines that sustained households in remote areas. In 1938, friends gathered in South Richmond, Virginia, capturing a moment of camaraderie and community. The scene reflects social life during the late 1930s, offering a glimpse into friendships, daily interactions, and the rhythms of life in small-town America. In 1899, an elderly couple shared a meal in their rural Virginia home. The scene reflects domestic life at the turn of the century, highlighting family routines, intimacy, and the quiet resilience of older generations in the American countryside. In 1920, a gas station operated in Washington, D.C., serving the growing number of automobiles in the nation's capital. The scene reflects the rise of car culture, urban infrastructure, and the changing landscape of transportation in early 20th century America. In 1905, a group of well-dressed people crossed the suspension bridge in Vancouver, Canada. The scene reflects urban development, fashion, and social life in the early 20th century, capturing a moment of daily movement amidst the growing infrastructure of a modernizing city. On 1880, a crinoline shop showcased garments that defined the fashionable silhouette of the Victorian era. The scene reflects women's fashion, consumer habits, and the craftsmanship of the period, offering a glimpse into style, commerce, and daily life in late 19th century society. In 1910, a taxicab operated on the streets of New York City. The scene reflects the rise of motorized transportation, urban mobility, and the changing rhythms of city life. illustrating how automobiles began reshaping daily routines and commerce in early 20th century America. In the 19th century, a family stood outside their sod house on the plains, displaying their goods in the yard. The scene reflects frontier life, self-sufficiency, and domestic labor, offering a glimpse into the resourcefulness and daily routines of rural settlers. 1903, the original Harley-Davidson motorcycle factory began operations. The scene reflects the early days of American motorcycle manufacturing, highlighting innovation, craftsmanship, and the entrepreneurial spirit that laid the foundation for one of the most iconic brands in transportation history. A young man from the late 19th century is captured in this portrait. The image reflects the clothing, style, and social customs of the era, offering a glimpse into youth, identity, and daily life during a transformative period in American history. In the 1900s, women worked as tailors, practicing skilled craftsmanship in garment making. The scene reflects both the growing presence of women in the workforce and the artisanal labor that supported fashion and daily life in early 20th century society. A beautiful woman from the 1920s is captured in this image, reflecting the fashion, style, and social attitudes of the era. The photograph offers a glimpse into the elegance, modernity, and cultural trends that defined women's lives in the Roaring Twenties. In the 1920s, a family stood in the doorway of their home. The image reflects domestic life, family bonds, and the architectural styles of the era, offering a glimpse into everyday routines and the social fabric of early 20th century households. In the 1920s, a group went camping with a tent trailer kitchen. The scene reflects the era's leisure activities, outdoor recreation, and the emerging mobility afforded by trailers, offering a glimpse into social life, travel, and the pursuit of adventure in early 20th century America. In 1949, the wife of a Pitt County, North Carolina tenant farmer stood on her porch with 6 children. The scene reflects rural family life, domestic labor, and the challenges faced by farming households in mid-20th century America. In 1918, women worked on the railways, taking on roles traditionally held by men. The scene reflects the impact of World War I on the workforce, highlighting female labor, resilience, and the shifting social and economic landscape of early 20th century America. In 1896, Henry Ford is photographed driving his first automobile. The image captures a pivotal moment in automotive history, illustrating Ford's early experimentation with motor vehicles and foreshadowing his future impact on transportation, mass production, and the American industrial landscape. This 1900 photograph shows the Sherwood logging camp, capturing life in the early American timber industry. The image reflects the hard labor, communal living, and rugged conditions faced by loggers at the turn of the century, highlighting the human effort behind industrial progress. This 1940s photograph shows a Texaco station that also served as a general store and post office. The image reflects the multifunctional role of rural businesses, providing fuel, goods, and communication services while acting as a community hub during mid-America. This 1931 photograph shows us touching the tip of the Chrysler Building during the construction of the Empire State Building. The image captures the daring nature of early skyscraper construction and the skill, courage, and scale of New York's industrial workforce. This 1890 photograph shows a mother and her son in Ireland. The image reflects family life in late 19th century rural Ireland, capturing the bonds attire and daily existence shaped by social, cultural, and economic conditions of the period. This 1938 photograph shows women boxing on a rooftop, capturing a rare glimpse of female athleticism before widespread acceptance in sports. The image reflects both the daring spirit of the participants and shifting social attitudes toward women's physical culture in the 1930s. This 1901 photograph shows Washington, D.C., at the turn of the 20th century. The image captures the city's government buildings, streets, and urban activity, reflecting the political, social, and architectural landscape of the U.S. Capitol during the early progressive era. This 1919 photograph shows spectators wearing the latest fashion at the Longchamp races in Paris, France. The image captures post-World War I elegance, highlighting how horse racing served as both a sporting event and a social stage for Parisian style and sophistication. In 1960, singer Johnny Hallyday is photographed admiring a Bizzarini 5300 GT in Paris. The image captures the intersection of celebrity culture and automotive design, highlighting Halliday's rising fame and the era's fascination with luxury sports cars and style. This 1899 photograph shows an old-time cabin reflecting rural life at the turn of the 20th century. The image captures the simplicity of frontier architecture, the use of local materials, and the daily realities of families living in remote, self-sufficient settings. This February 1910 photograph shows newsies and other child laborers gathered outside a newspaper office. The image reflects the widespread employment of children in early 20th century urban America, highlighting the economic necessity, harsh conditions, and social realities of youthful workers at the time. This photograph shows the first-class gymnasium aboard the Titanic, highlighting the luxury and modern amenities offered to wealthy passengers. The image reflects early 20th century leisure culture at sea, illustrating how transatlantic travel combined comfort, fitness, and opulence before the ship's tragic voyage. This 1860 photograph shows Kiowa couple, Lone Wolf and Etla. The image captures the attire, demeanor, and cultural identity of Native Americans in the mid-19th century, offering a rare glimpse into the personal lives and heritage of the Kiowa people during this period. This 1909 photograph shows two women training at a boxing school in Berlin, Germany. The image captures early female participation in combat sports, reflecting social shifts, the pursuit of physical fitness, and the challenging of traditional gender roles in early 20th century Europe. This 1962 photograph shows a man losing his umbrella on a windy, snowy day. The image captures a fleeting, humorous moment, reflecting the challenges of urban life, harsh winter weather, and the everyday unpredictability faced by city dwellers in mid-20th century America. This 1941 photograph shows Albert Einstein playing his beloved violin. The image captures the physicist's personal passion for music, revealing a human and artistic side to the man known for groundbreaking scientific achievements, blending intellect, creativity, and leisure in one intimate moment. This 1890 photograph shows a young woman in a skirt working out with boxing gloves and a punching bag. The image captures early female engagement in physical fitness, challenging gender norms and reflecting a growing interest in women's health and athleticism. This 1910 photograph shows British tourists posing in front of the Great Sphinx in Egypt. The image reflects early 20th century travel and tourism, highlighting the fascination with ancient monuments and the growing accessibility of international travel for Western visitors. This 1918 photograph shows a family auto camping in Oregon. The image captures early recreational automobile travel, reflecting the growing popularity of road trips, the embrace of outdoor leisure, and the ways families explored nature and mobility in early 20th century America. This 1912 photograph shows Niagara Falls, capturing the iconic natural wonder during the early 20th century. The image reflects both the majesty of the falls and their role as a popular destination for tourists, photographers, and observers of nature's power and beauty. This 1930 photograph shows British tattoo artist George Burchett, known as the King of Tattooists. The image captures a pioneering figure in body art, highlighting his influence on tattoo culture, artistry, and the growing acceptance of tattoos in early 20th century society. This 1935 photograph shows a soba noodles deliveryman in Tokyo. The image captures daily urban life, illustrating traditional food culture, the role of local commerce, and the dedication of workers who brought meals directly to homes and businesses in pre-war Japan. This 1942 photograph shows a Saturday afternoon in Florence, Alabama. The image captures everyday life in a small American city during World War II, reflecting community routines, local culture, and the social atmosphere of the American South in the early 1940s. This 1940 photograph shows a family of cherry pickers at work. The image captures agricultural labor during the early 20th century, highlighting the reliance on family labor, seasonal work, and the demands and rhythms of rural life in America. This photograph shows an Old West saloon filled with a tough-looking clientele. The image captures the social atmosphere of frontier towns, reflecting leisure, camaraderie, and the rugged character of patrons who frequented these establishments during the expansion of the American West.